Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Dallen, Stanford, World Rugby and Major League Rugby commentator. And joining me, as always, for his weekly segment is Ted Lasso, the New England Free Jacks head coach, Ryan Martin. Marto, how was the bye week, my friend, in terms of recharging the batteries? And what did you get up to outside of rugby?
Yeah, thanks for having me again. The bye week was awesome. It actually come at a really good time. I think we'd logged 7 to 8 weeks of training if you put in the preseason since everybody arrived. So it was a nice timing for us. And I know the players got out and explored Boston, got some golf, got some baseball. I went to the baseball myself, and I actually found a really awesome bookstore. I'm an avid reader, Barnes and Noble, and it's like a mall, and it's got escalators and everything. So I was a bit freaked out when I walked in, but yeah, I been reading quite a bit. So it was definitely a nice bye week.
So you didn't fall down like Harrison Boyle did. Those retractable seats apparently got up and fell down and couldn't get up. The Red Ghost was just flopping around.
Yeah, I don't think the Red Ghost is used to so many people in a big stadium like that. So it was probably quite mesmerising for him, and he's trying to take it all in, and he was falling all over himself.
You mentioned you're an avid reader, and we know that the Ted Lasso, your lookalike, has a lot of great quotes. Are there some of your own quotes that you live by and that you put up in your locker room and things like that for the team?
The big first one that we've used is energy is the currency of our performance. So whenever we train, what I've been really impressed with our team is they flip the switch pretty quickly, and there's a lot of energy, and that's kind of the currency we use. Another big one I always talk about with the management is loyalty to the players' futures. So every decision we make must be loyal to the players' futures and making sure that we're doing the best for them. And then one that I like in terms of gameplay that I talk about is controlled chaos. It's a little bit of a paradox, but it's the way I think rugby should be played. You have systems and structures, but I think rugby's best when it looks like it's crazy stuff.
I like that quote. So this weekend, you're back on the horse facing NOLA, the gold mine in Louisiana. What has the focus been at training this week?
Yeah, so obviously we've just completed a three-week segment. So a big focus for us is digging a little bit deeper into our game model. First 3 weeks were based around behaviours and efforts, which we're really proud of. As you can see in a lot of the games, we just keep scrapping and fighting to the end. And I'm proud of the way we're playing the game in terms of how tough we are, our energy, and we're able to kind of take momentum swings from the opposition as well and absorb them, and then put our momentum into the game. So we're kind of shining the light on some other aspects of our game model, and we're pretty excited about trialing a couple of things that we've been working on in this new segment against NOLA. And I think there was an interesting stat that came out around New England, our team, that we're essentially probably one of the most efficient attacking teams in terms of scoring off 1 to 3 phases, scoring points. And I think our D is second in the competition in terms of holding opposition out as well. So we're pretty happy with where we're at in that space at the moment. And we've kind of got the preseason rust out as such. And we're pretty excited about building into this, what's going to be actually a 9-week period before our next bye. So it's like a wee mini season in a season again. And I know the boys are refreshed and raring to go.
All right, Coach, there's also much excitement about Terran Tembu. I'm wearing one of his shirts right now. He's joining the squad from South Africa. He's been finally let out of his cage. What's it been like for him this week?
Yeah, it's been awesome having Terra come into the environment. And I think it was a real buzz for everybody to meet him. He's very quietly spoken. He's a very humble person. He goes about his work quietly. He's already added immense value. He's been a professional for 10 years at the highest level of the game, Super Rugby. And I think this last year has been really good for him. He's kind of freshened up and got rid of all his niggly injuries, and he's raring to go. And he kind of adds a bit of class to our off-field experience. We've got an old man's crew that I call them. So Seth, Dougie and Tara. And, we tend to like to have a cup of tea and talk rather than on our phones like the younger fellas in our team. So it's nice to add that. And I've got that crew starting to build with me.
Good. A great addition. We look forward to seeing him in action this weekend. And then, of course, New Orleans, they come into this fixture on Saturday. They tied Glory DC in their opening round 26-all. They smashed New York 51-28, and then they lost to Thriller recently to Austin 18-15. So what's your take on this NOLA side?
We've been very respectful in our preparation for NOLA. I believe they're a very, very strong team. They've got a great mix between their forwards, as you can see there, and some good carriers in their back line who like to kind of play a hard and fast style of rugby. So we've respected them a lot and put a lot of time into our preparation this week. And we're quite happy to go down there and test what I was mentioning before, some of our new systems against them. But we're under no illusions about you've got to be right on your game to first challenge NOLA, and secondly, get away with a win. You've got to be very, very good. And I think the Gilgronis showed that. And we've got a few tricks up our sleeve that we think will work against them, and potentially found some chinks in their armour as well through our strat groups. So hopefully that'll all come to fruition. And we're pretty excited about the trip down there as well. Obviously, it's a cool experience going down the south of America and seeing new things. And I think it's going to be a great trip.
Awesome, Coach. We look forward to it. And a bruising battle on the field. We just hope you don't get lost in Bourbon Street. So, Coach, we've chatted to a few of your players as well, and we know that the mechanic, and you got the Red Ghost, and you got all these wonderful nicknames, and those are the kind of things we love about rugby as well. Any more nicknames you've given your players this week?
One that I like to use is the Wise Old Owl for Bodine Walker. He's like an old owl in a tree, and he just sits and watches, and he's got a great game sense and great knowledge, and then he'll chirp in at the right time with some great advice for the team. So for me, he's become the wise old owl of the team. The nicknames don't just stop with the players. Our management team have all been given nicknames as well. Our physio, Randy Ash, has been called Mr. Bean. I'm not sure if they're familiar with the English program Mr. Bean, but we call him Bean over here. James Willix has actually got the name Turkey Man. I'm not sure if people see the movie Scary Movie, but there's a character on there called the Turkey Man. So James has taken that name up. Tom Kindly's been called Mr. Fuzz. When he gets under pressure, his hair tends to go a wee bit fuzzy. And for some reason, they've given me the nickname Muscle Man. I'm not too sure why, but I'll take that.
Oh, this is absolutely legendary. This is the best part of Coach's Corner we've ever heard. Okay, we need to mock up some of the graphics there for all of them. And well, Muscle Man, we appreciate you coming on always. I look forward to a great weekend. The community is behind you. Folks, of course, can visit the rugbynetwork.com, freejacks.com for all things Major League Rugby. Get your Free Jacks tickets, get your Magic merchandise from our online store. Go well this weekend, Motto, New Orleans. Have fun down there. And of course, we look forward to seeing how you guys go on. And as we always do, let's ride.
Awesome. Thanks very much.